So I'm super excited about today's video. Today I'm going to show you how I film, edit, and upload all of my videos on YouTube using just my smartphone. I get a lot of questions from people wanting to know how I edit my videos and what I use. I have been using the same app for years. It's called KineMaster. It is available on Android and on iPhone. In fact, I've used both and I feel like the Android options work a little bit better. In fact, in terms of like they come out with new features on Android more than they do on iPhone. So if you are like an Android user, you actually get a little benefit over us iPhone users. So I am going to first start by showing you some of the equipment that I use. Again, my phone is just being filmed right now, so it is just my phone, and I don't even have the newest iPhone. It is the iPhone 7 Plus. That is what I use to film. I have also used, however, other phones. So back at the beginning of this year, my old iPhone broke, and I didn't get a replacement until I think like July. So from April through July, I was using an LG X Charge, which is a very basic smartphone, but it had a decent enough camera that could film in 720p. It worked just fine. I've seen those videos and I can't tell the difference between the videos that were filmed on the X Charge and the videos that were filmed on my iPhone. It's fine. So you don't have to have the nicest phone or the nicest camera. Obviously, as you grow and you improve, I want to get a DSLR. I want to get better equipment. However, I have been using just my iPhone and I'm almost at 200 subscribers. And the biggest thing is that I have fun. I enjoy what I'm putting out. I think the quality is great and I'm happy with it. And apparently, you know, people seem to enjoy it too because you watch them. Anyways, with that being said, let me show you first the ring light that I am using. Okay, so this is the ring light that I use. So this is not the phone that's in here, that is not the phone I used to film with, that's in my hand. So I just take this old one and put that in just to show you how the phone sits inside of this ring light. And then the light just sits right on top of a regular tripod. And then for the tripod, I am using just a basic Amazon tripod. Now this ring light, I got all of this on Amazon. The ring light costs $25 and the tripod is also an Amazon Basics, and that was like 15 bucks. So this has 3 separate settings, so you can change the like temperature. So this is just like a bright white, that's what I usually use. You can go with something warmer, and then this one is more of like, it's hard to see in like this shot, but it has more of like a pink tone to it. You can also go up, that's all the way, or you can also bring down, you know, the brightness of it depending on what you need. So this I bought back in April and it's amazing. Okay, so that's the ring light that I'm using right now. I also have this little guy, and this I still use when I'm on the go, or if I'm filming something like a plan with me and I want to have my tripod facing down. This giant ring light does not do a good job at that. So you can just clip this one on your phone and it does the same thing. 3 separate settings. It's only one color, which is just white, but you can get ones that are like warmer, and then you can see this little guy's powerful. And it just plugs right in to, just uses like a regular, just regular charger. And so I love that it is rechargeable. We've gone over all of that. I want to get into the editing, but I'm going to need a video to edit. So I'm also going to be cutting now to, I have a book haul that I want to film. So I'm going to actually film my book haul, and then I will go into KineMaster and I will show you how I edit and give you like a basic, this is going to be a pretty basic tutorial. I'll show you how you can add like transitions, and the biggest thing is going to be being able to cut and trim, add transitions, and maybe like a music layer. And then in the future, if you want a more detailed, in-depth tutorial on terms of how to do more like effects or something like that, I'd be happy to show those to you in the future. Alright, so this is your main KineMaster editing. The first section you'll see at the very top says media. That's where you add all your photos and video clips that you want to have. Next is audio for music or sound effects, and then layers are all the different effects that you can add on top of your video clip.
Now here's a little thing for capture and save, so if you want to take a screenshot and add it to your video. And all your project settings, I never really touch those. Now here you can change how big you're working. So if you need more layers, you can make the actual view smaller to add more layers to your clip. Now here I'm going to show you how you actually edit and make adjustments to an actual video clip. Now first, you click on the actual clip you want to edit, and there's so many things you can do. Here's how you can change the audio. I ended up muting this. You can trim, split, playhead, or trim to the right. So this is the biggest things you will end up using when editing clips. So here you'll see I find the spot, I'll scrub through, find the spot I want to trim, and then I can trim to the right, trim split, trim to the left, or split up playhead. Split up playhead turns your clips, kind of breaks them into two. So here's where I'm showing if you have a big section, you just want to delete everything in the center. So you split out the two sections and then you delete. Then you'll scrub back and watch it to make sure it's flawless. And here you're going to do it again. What I'm showing you here is how you can do a really small edit if you wanted to get rid of, let's say you said or and in here I'm showing how to just quickly scrub through, because you can see, oh man, I forgot to grab something. So all of this stuff can be clipped, cut out. You don't have to watch it all. You can just fast forward and scrub through until you find the whole thing based on watching and seeing what your hands or your face or your body is doing. And that's how you can see, okay, this is the section I want to cut out. I'm showing you all the different things you can do. You can reverse things, so you can have things come, reverse and go backwards. As you can see, my hair is kind of moving backwards. That's undo. Here's all of your filters. Again, I almost never use color filters. However, you may find that if you're doing a vlog and it's not a sit-down talking video, you might want to play around with some of them. Here's the speed. You can slow things down. Or speed them up. That's great if you don't have a time lapse on your phone and you want to, show clips where you're typing at your keyboard and speed it up. Voice changer, you can sound like a chipmunk or really any of these sounds here. Now, clip graphics. I love clip graphics. This is where you can really have a lot of fun. These are great for intros or anything really that you want to do if you're doing a vlog and you want a really funny intro at the beginning. So essentially here, all you have to do is select the clip that you want to have your graphic on. Go to click graphics, figure out the one you want, and it will change the entire video clip. So you want to make sure you don't do it for the video as a whole, but just whatever smaller sections. So you would just split it playhead so you can have multiple different small clips within one long video, and you can make adjustments to the different, clip graphics that you can find. And here's just basic effects. Now, there are tons of effects that you can do. These are just the few that I have saved on my KineMaster app. Here we can add text. And you can move it anywhere you want. You can change the fonts. You can add animation so it comes in. I personally like letter by letter. This is where you decide how long within that video clip do you want that text to appear. Here we're going to add overlays. So these are very fun little graphics and things that you can add as a layer to your clip. So this I'm going to show you how to add, let's say maybe a banner behind our text. So since it's Halloween today, I decided to go with something a little spooky. Now you'll see the text is now behind the banner, and we don't want that. We want our banner behind the text. So I selected my overlay, went send to back, and now my text is in front of my banner, and I just need to adjust the size so everything fits and looks nice. Here's where you trim up and make sure that everything kind of shows up at the right time, so it's not, the overlay isn't going on longer than the text itself. So everything is seamless and looks nice. And you can add, transitions where it fades in or pops in, and animations to all of the different layers in your graphic. Now here I'm going to show you how to add just a few more different overlays. So again, going with Halloween, let's add some spider webs. And a witch's hat. Why not? Here I'm just making sure that everything is set to come on at the same time and that everything will fade in. And there you have it. Now, there are so many different overlays. Again, these are not all of the overlays that they have in KineMaster. Those are just the ones that I personally saved to my app. And I'm just going to delete it all because I don't actually want this in our little video clip. Now, here is the asset store. This is where you are going to find everything. This is your main page, shows you everything really that's new. And it's just a mixture of everything. Clip graphics, overlays, text, fonts, audio, anything is all going to show up here. And then here's all of your effects. So again, I only had a couple on here because I personally don't use effects very often for the type of videos that I create. Now this is where you're getting all of your transitions. Now these are where you're going to find all of your overlays. These are the ones that are animated. And your stickers, these are things that you can pop on that just won't move. And I never use this. Text and titles doesn't have anything really there. Here's all of your fonts. And music. So you can actually get music and sound effects directly from KineMaster. And any of the music that you use is free to use, as well as is copyright free. If you wanted to see what something looks like, you can just play like a little video of it. Now, anything that says premium, because KineMaster is free to use, it does have a timestamp in the corner though, so I recommend the $4.99 plan. That's what I have, and that gives you access to all the premium assets, as well as removes your watermark. And here's transition. So I'm just kind of showing you what a transition would look like if you were to transition from one clip to another. This is my personal favorite right now. I use Light Bath a lot. But all of these, if you've seen my videos, probably look familiar because these again are the ones that I have personally saved. Now this is important. Extract audio. If for some reason you have a clip that is not syncing the audio with the video, you can extract the audio and you can move it wherever you need to. You can also do this if there's like a song that's playing, or you did something where there's music in the background and you just want to remove it so you have more ability to change it. Now, here's where you can also add, again, your own music. Internal is anything that you download from your device to put into KineMaster. So, Epidemic Sound is something I used a while ago. I cannot use any of those songs because I no longer pay for the membership. So all of those other songs are ones that I have found on various different, copyright-free websites. And the music assets is the ones that you get from KineMaster. So let's add this.
Friends, welcome back to my channel.
We're going to delete the audio here, or mute this one. And then here we've got our music. So here you can adjust volume envelope is how you can make sounds or your audio fade in and out. So you start at 0, or a low percentage. And then as you scrub through, you can slowly add those little, you just hit the circle plus, you add little points, and at each point you will raise the volume to where you want it. I usually never have it at 100 because I have heard from other viewers that when volume music-wise is at 100, it is very hard to listen to. So now I'm going to do the same thing with my volume envelope on the way out, just adding more and more little clips and slowly fading the sound down. And here's how you export. So you go to export and share. I always recommend scrubbing it up to high quality. You can go low quality, but probably don't want to do that. And this is where you decide your resolution. I always go with 1080p. Now this is very important. You do not want anything to interrupt your export. If it does, you'll just have to do it again. And it saves it directly to your phones, wherever your photos are stored. And that is how you edit in KineMaster.
Hey you guys, so that is it. I do it all from my smartphone. The only thing that I do log into my computer for to do after the words is just to add, like you see where I put the picture on the end screen, but when I need to add the actual link that people can click on to go to that video, that's all I have to add on my computer because it is easier to do it there. I will say as well that I manage all my comments from the app for your smartphone. But I did look on my computer the other day and realized that I have missed a few replies. So if somebody replies to a comment, I usually get those, but there have been a couple of comments that have fallen to the side. So I am going to do a little bit better job of logging in at least once every couple of days and checking the comments on my computer to make sure I didn't miss any replies or anything, because it is important to me. I try to reply with either a comment or heart every single comment that I receive, because I think that that is super important to do. So I really hope that this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a like. Go make a video if you do decide to use the KineMaster app or any of the tools that I shared in this video. Come back and leave a comment down below with the link to your video. I would love to check it out. I think that the AuthorTube community specifically is amazing. I have enjoyed every bit of being a part of this community and the friendships that I have made, and I expect BookTube is probably very much the same. So if you have been waiting to start a channel, stop waiting. Grab your phone. This is a super easy way to create that content and share it with the world. So with that being said, go write some words and read a book, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my mom. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for your mom.